Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your July 2024 tarot reading. My name is Ava St. Clair. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be using the new tarot deck. The link for this deck is down below. I am not sponsored or any such a thing, obviously. But it is one of my favorite decks here. And so Cancer, let's see where you go for the rest of July. The Magician. There's something kind of sexy and powerful about this. I've always loved this particular energy because he's literally holding a stick that says power. It literally says power on it if this camera would focus. But it's very phallic and it's very masculine in its energy. Because it literally looks like he's holding on to what they used to call his manhood, right? There is a lot of sex to this month, or to the rest of this month, rather. The last 2 weeks in July, around this. There's also something to be said about dead plants in your house. Okay, if you have any dead plants in your house whatsoever, either well, if they dead, they dead. Can't resurrect them. But if they're dying, fix them or get them out of the house or in the garden or wherever. Don't leave. It's something to hear about stale energy that you've had lying around the house, and it feels like it may have come from this very recent heartbreak in the last couple of months. I think that there was a reading maybe around May-ish that was really rough for you. If any of that energy is still hanging around the house, or this person's belongings, maybe if it was someone who broke your heart, something like that, get it out the house. But especially these dead plants are coming up, dead or dying. Water them, bring them back to life, or get them out the house. So let's see what your challenge is here. Okay. Whoa. Whoa day. We'll come back to that. I'm going to come back to that. Your opportunity here and your advice. That's complicated. Okay. Anyhow, in your challenge, you got the 2 of Cups and the Ace of Cups. In your challenge, it looks like whoever or whatever this was that broke your heart is coming back again. 2 of Cups, it could be new love with the Ace of Cups, but it feels more like a return. So let me just check on that and see where we're going here. For most of you, it's going to be I guess they're saying some of both with this 2 of Pentacles. Some of you, this is a return. Some of this is new love. Either way, the challenge is the same, right? I've just had my heart broken, or I've just gone through something. Do I want to go back with this person, or do I even want to start over new, right, with somebody else? Because it seems like that comes up here. In the last couple of weeks of July, could come up again, more so towards August. But it's like there's this opportunity for you to have love, regardless. I do not see this as friend. This is not a friendship thing. This is not one of those reads where it's like, oh, it could be a friend. It could be, no, it ain't no damn friend. This is a romantic situation, new or returning. And your challenge at this point is like, am I emotionally ready for this? And is this for real, right? And your opportunities, you've got the Judgment in reverse and a Father of Coins. There's something about your stability here that this is affecting. And so it's frustrating to you because in a lot of ways it's like, okay, well, whether this is new love or returning love, it's affecting my ability to focus on I'm trying to get stable by myself. I'm trying to just do this thing on my own. How do I do that if there's this new thing or this returning thing that's screwing with my ability to just focus on me, to focus on my own stability, to focus on my own, especially this financial wealth moving forward? It's affecting my judgment, right? And so the opportunity here is to focus on that first, no matter what's going on romantically or whatever, even though it is challenging, to do your best to focus on your own stability. Emotionally and financially seem to be the big 2, maybe 3 if I were to add health. Emotionally, financially, physically, focusing on yourself, because that's what's actually going to turn this Judgment card in the upright. If I'm focused on me and if I'm making decisions about me first, then I'll be able to make a clearer judgment about what to do with this, right? So I like that a lot. Judgment in the reverse is kind of tough business. And sure enough, that's the correct way to look at this with the Ace of Wands. It's like, do you, boo? Do you first, boo, right? Like, do you? make sure that this is correct and aligned before you go integrating whatever this is, or however you might see it. What I am catching from this is that this is something that is very difficult to ignore. So if you're finding yourself hard to either be like, no, I want to cut it, or I want to, completely um walk away from any prospect of love, new or returning, like I want to do that, this seems a little bit too overwhelming for you to try to do that, especially as long as your stability is a little bit rocky. You don't have the tools, the scruples, the bandwidth to try to get yourself stable and fend this off. And so what they're saying is, don't worry about it either way. Let the thing unfold however it's going to fold. If it's going to be in your life, it's going to be in your life. But focus on this first, so that way, when a real decision time comes, when that moment comes for you to make a decision, you'll be able to make one that's coming from a more aware and stable place, and not one that's coming from a place of, I kind of need somebody to help out with the rent anyway, right? So you want to get that stable first before you go, making any hard decisions about this. Whoever or whatever this is that's coming in for you, it doesn't look like they're in a hurry anyway, right? So this is not something where it's like, oh, if I don't hurry up and move over, I'm going to miss this opportunity. It's like, no, let it be. Just let it unfold, let the thing happen. It's going to be okay. And then you got the advice here, Five of Cups and the 10 of Coins. This is a tough one. I'm actually going to look a little bit deeper into this. I'm not totally sure what this is. And in some cases, this Five of Cups is talking about allowing water under the bridge to be water under the bridge. It doesn't necessarily feel like, oh, start fresh, give everybody a clean slate and forgive and walk away. This feels like, let it go. It's a very weird feeling. So let's just see what the advice is with this Five of Cups. That's the advice. The Six of Wands. It's just like let it go. And with this 10 of Pentacles on top of that, it's like, don't think so much about the past. Don't be thinking of it. Don't trying to dredge stuff up emotionally and like look at it and examine it and all this kind of thing. It's like what's lost is lost, right? It's done, it's done. Think more about your stability. Make the decisions from a place that you're stable and you feel good and you're ready to move forward on your own. And from that place, you'll be able to decide whether or not something like this is going to be good for you, in the long term, right? So what you're trying to do at this point, especially because this King of Pentacles is the domain, is the 10 of Pentacles, is the Pentacles, right? 10 of Coins, the King. If you're stable, then whatever this new or returning love is trying to do in your life will integrate into your life for the long term, and not necessarily something that you've got to run after, chase after, try to decide, or wrangle down, or cut cord, or whatever people are doing these days, right? You don't have to worry about forcing a decision into place. If you're stable, whatever this is in terms of a partnership, will come in and integrate itself and match your energy, basically. So that's what I'm getting here, which is this is really fascinating, because basically what this is saying is you don't have to make a decision about any of this stuff yet. There's no need for it. It's going to be whatever it's going to be. The only thing you have to concern yourself with right now is your own stability and your personal safety, etc. So let's get you got to get here. And this has been pretty consistent in a lot of ways, this particular bit of advice. It doesn't make any sense. It's not the conventional advice that we'd received before, where it's like, okay, well, you got to, make a decision and commit, or you have to cut cords and never talk to anybody again, or, you have to completely stand on your own and be all independent and stuff. It's like, yeah, independence is important. You need to do that, but don't be so independent that you can't integrate somebody else or something else into your life. Yep, healing is here. Ah, this is lovely. So you've got heal, mystery, and joy here. This is really, really gorgeous, Cancer. So you've got this is exactly talking about, I think some of that Five of Cups energy is the letting go and the healing and all of this. The mystery part has been fixing me all month, honestly, because it's not resolving the past or anything that might have happened in the past, and it's not telling you what's going to happen in the future. It's just sort of sitting there. All it's saying is let it go, joy is coming. And you're kind of in the void in the meantime. It's a bit of a limbo. But you need to use that limbo as an opportunity for you to get in this Father of Coin space, get yourself together physically, emotionally, mentally, financially, and let the thing kind of do what it's going to do. So I'm going to take a couple more oracle cards here from my angels and ancestors deck and see what they say. Warrior, yeah, I love this energy. Be fearless and stand strong, right? Reap rewards and benefits. So you still have some of this to go. That's what I was saying with that King of Pentacles. It is, you do have something to build for the rest of this month. There's some stuff you really need to get in order here. But they're saying once you do that, you'll have the growth and the rewards that you're looking for here, right? Especially with this Empress energy. So do your thing, focus on you first. You don't need to go grab anything or anybody and pull them into your space. You don't necessarily need to go cutting people off and all of that either. Let this thing unfold. We'll see what it does. All right, Cancer, that was your reading for July. If you have any questions or comments, then throw them in the comments box. Other than that, I do provide personal readings, and the link for that will be down below. I look forward to seeing you in the next one in August. All right, bye-bye.